All right, welcome traders, welcome to an amazing presentation that I'm going to share with you today. I'm absolutely so excited to be sharing this with you today, and I know you're going to absolutely love it. See, in this presentation, our main focus is this: how to trade the unknown but powerful trading strategies that generate good consistent monthly returns, or at least generates good consistent returns while having very low risk, which only takes around 2 to 4 hours per week to trade and does not require you to pick the right direction. And as you can see, it's a photo of me down there. I'm so excited. I'm just gonna let everyone else get into this presentation today. But guys, what I want you to do is I want you to put your Facebook down. I want you to put your Skype down, your Twitter down, your phone down. Put your phone silent. Get a pen and paper, because this is going to be a training event. If you guys don't know, if you guys don't know about me and stuff like that, hopefully you've watched my story. I sent that to you in the email, and hopefully you've watched that. If you don't, my name is John Howell, and I've been trading now full time for over 10 years in the markets, and I specialize in helping you trade amazing strategies that gives you the advantage. Instead of listening to the crap and the BS that's out there with the binary options and all this sort of crap out there, try to get the direction right. The more volatility, it's making it harder for you. I teach you the strategies that really do give you the advantage on your side. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So anyway, traders, so I'm excited. I said before, I'm really excited. So let's get straight into it right now. All right, let me make sure my clicker thing's working. I've got some water here. Let's go. All right, cool. Disclaimer. You know that I know, you know that basically, or you know and I know, right, that there's no guarantees of making profit in the markets. Now, we can increase the probability of trading smart strategies, and we're going to talk about that today, and how to actually do that. And you know, as I said before, most people are trying to pick the right direction, right? And that's the reason why they're losing so much money. And I show you exactly the reason why we don't have to pick the right direction to generate sometimes even a really good hundreds of percent of return, you know, in the markets again. But there's no guarantees of making that, right? And everything I do say in this video, everything I do say from the trades that I've done, I'm going to talk about the trades I've done. Also, I'm going to be also talking about the trades that other people have done as well too, and also the profit that they've made as well too. So I'm so excited about this, guys. And just know, guys, that there's no guarantees of making money in this market. You only get out of it what you put in, okay? Now, I do want to say that I totally respect you and commend you for taking action and stepping up and watching this presentation today. I believe that this will be a changing time in your life, and I totally respect you. And all I ask of you is I believe in making this world a better place. That's the reason why I do this trading, and I do this training here and do this coaching as well too, is because I actually believe in making this world a better place. So, all I ask of you is that if this training actually helps you increase your income, just even by a little bit, can you actually give 10% of that? Would you consider giving 10% of that to a worthwhile cause that you believe in? That way the world becomes a much better place. Make sense? And it all goes around. So, all right, cool. Now, as I said before, that this is a training event, and I'm going to show you all the steps and all the details of this particular training. And I promise you this. I promise you that what you're about to learn, if you take it and start to apply it to your own life, then you will have, without a doubt, it'll help you take a major leap to your ultimate success in your career. Now, I don't know what that is. You may be making no money in the markets right now. Maybe make a little bit. You may be saying, John, I'm trying to achieve, you know, John, I'd just be happy making $5,000 a month from the markets. Or I'd be happy making, you know, $8,000 a month in the markets. I don't know where you're at right now. I don't know what you're trying to achieve, but I'm going to show you exactly how to move forward much quicker, much faster than most people doing out there right now. Okay, so what I want to say is this, guys, is that at the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you a free bonus. And what is that free bonus? I'm going to share with you the #1 technique I learned from my millionaire mentor that allows me to be patient and wait for the right setups. As you know, a lot of people are rushing and they can't control that, right? Make less mistakes, feeling calm when trading, and is the #1 reason I'm still trading today after 10 years. I'm so excited. That's a little bonus I'm going to share with you. I've only learned that from paying tens of thousands of dollars from my millionaire coaches to help me trade a lot better every single day. And I'm going to share with you exactly what I've actually learned from them as well too. Okay, so all right, cool. Now, we're in this presentation, we're going to talk about the top 3 secrets. The top 3 secrets, we're going to dive deep into this. Top 3 secrets. Secret #1 is the secret is how I can generate more consistent income trading 2 hours a week than most people do trading 4 hours a day without having to get the direction right. I'm going to show you exactly how that works in this presentation. Secret number 2, the more volatile the markets are, the more money I make. See, most people that trade in direction away or just buying shares, what do? All right, they're freaking out because this volatility is increasing. Well, I'm going to show you how this volatility can be your friend. And secret number 3, I'm going to talk about how the less you trade, the less money you put on trade, the more money you make. See, a lot of people, they want to put on 20, 30, sometimes even 40% per trade, and it's crazy. I'm going to show you how you can rein that right back to a small percent per trade, and how by doing that, you can actually make more money long term. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Yes, you really can generate consistent income from the markets without picking the right direction, but you've got to know how to do it right first before you start, okay? Now, if you like what you're going to see tonight, then I'm opening up at the end of this presentation. I'm opening up just 5 spots to my 12-month and private and platinum coaching program. Now, this is an application only. There's nothing for sale in this program. I'm going to talk a little bit about that at the end, but I got a whole stuff to teach you with. And if you like this, I'm opening up just the 5 spots. And as you can see, that this training today is jam-packed, full, so I'm pretty sure the 5 spots going to get taken. But anyway, I really want to teach you a lot of stuff. So let's get straight into it. Now, let's actually talk about this. Whether you do the coaching with me later on, or whether you take what you learn with me today, or you go with some other company, in order for you to succeed in trading, you must have these 4 things. 1, you must have a way to generate an income without caring where it goes. See, so many people are buying the Forex or shorting the Forex, or buying the futures, shorting the futures, buying shares or anything like that, right? Or doing these other strategies where if the market goes up a lot, like we're talking a lot, or it goes down a lot, then sometimes they're doing really, really bad, you know what I mean? And so, as it says here, that the markets are getting more and more and more volatile. So you need to be able to, smart traders right now are absolutely crushing it without caring where the market goes. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, okay? The second thing is you must be willing to give it 110%. We're not talking about having a side thing here. You need to give it a full dedication to trading, and with a mentor, I would say. See, every successful person has a mentor or coach. You know that, right? Every person, even my millionaire mentors, even they have mentors as well too, right? So you can see education is just not the key. There's more education out there right now on the planet than ever before. But why is it that only a few? Why is it only a few select people? Why is it only a small percent of people? I'd probably say 5% or less in total actually do really well. There's probably maybe 10 or 20% that make a little bit, but why is it only us top 5%? And I'm very fortunate to be in that top 5% that do, multiple 6 figures plus per year from the markets. Why is that? Because we give it a full 100% dedication, and plus we also have that mentor there. So education is just not enough. You need to have some sort of coach or mentor watching over your trades, okay? Now, you must be willing to push through your comfort zone. See, so many traders, if you want to get into the markets, they think it's a get-rich-quick thing. It's simply not. You need to put work, and it's going to mentally push you more than anything else out there. But I promise you, if you do, is it worth it? Absolutely. And the very last thing I must say is you must be willing to never let your self-doubt stop you from having what you want. I remember, and I'm going to get into my story in a minute, but I remember years ago, I was $250,000 with nothing to my name, and I was very fearful about getting into the markets, but I didn't let that self-doubt get to me. And now, over 10 years later, I'm doing really, really, really well from the markets. And don't ever, ever, ever let that self-doubt stop you, okay? If you really want something, so you've got 2 decisions, and this is one thing I've really learned in life. You've got 2 decisions in life. You can make a decision based on fear, where you don't want to go. Now, and you're actually making a decision there, right? Are you actually making a step forward by doing that? Think about that for a minute, right? Think about it. If you make a decision where your focus is you don't want to do this, so you make a decision based on that, your fear and stuff like that, are you actually making a step forwards? Well, you know yourself, right? You're not. You're generally staying where you are, or by nature, you're generally moving backwards. You're not actually moving forwards, right? Because you're either growing or dying. Life never stays the same. But if you take a decision based on where you want to go, and yes, the fear is there, yes, the doubt is there, yes, the risk is there, but there's 2 things you can focus on, right? You can focus on the fear and what's going wrong. If you make a decision based on that, you're actually going backwards. But if you never let your self-doubt stop you from having what you want, and you focus like, this is what I want, this is what I need to do to go get it, and you go straight after that and you start to move forward, now you're actually taking a step forward. So think about that when you're actually taking a step forward with anything. Is this a step forward based on fear? If it is, you're actually taking a step backwards. Or is this a step based on forward where I'm actually moving towards? And if it is, now you're actually taking a step and moving forwards there, okay? See, What and now let me tell you this. Now, what gives me the right to talk on subjects such as helping me to become a successful trader? Now, let me actually tell you basically who I am and stuff like that. Now, if you haven't actually watched my story video, make sure you go watch it in the past emails that I've sent you to access this training. But all I do say is, if you haven't seen that, go watch it. But I'm going to give you a quick rundown for people who actually don't know about me. So, I was actually living a really good life. I was living pretty good. I didn't have to work a normal job because of my investing. I didn't have to work a normal job for 40 to 60 hours a week, again, because of my trading in the markets. And it came to a point where I was doing really well and I was trading the markets, and now obviously that took a bit of time. It took about 12 months to get to there. And I thought I was actually doing really well. I was earning around about probably 50 to 100 grand a year, and that was enough for me to live on, right? I didn't need any more. And so what happened is I actually got $200,000 from a friend, and he gave it to me. Now I freaked out big time because I didn't know what to do. So long story short, I actually gave that $200,000 and all of my money to invest to a fund trader to invest for me, which was borrowed money now, and I guaranteed to give that money back. Well, long story short is within 30 days, this fund trader lost all my money and all my friends' money, and I was personally now lost all my money. I had to sell my house, had to sell the BMW, had to sell everything and go live at my mother-in-law's place, and I was flat broke with debtors chasing me and my mate chasing me, and I was $250,000 in debt with nothing to my name, now living at my mother-in-law's place. And I had to figure out a way, how do I really push through this and make this a must for me? So, and at the exact same time, I actually had cancer. Now I'm cancer free today, but I actually had cancer. You can see there on the left there, that was actually a photo of me when I had cancer. And obviously at the time, this is my son Curtis, my daughter Bianca, and my son Bailey. I worked my ass off every single day to make sure that they're taken care of, and I make sure that I'm diligent with my trading and make sure I'm trading the most sophisticated strategies so I can teach my kids as well too to become really good traders. Anyway, I'll talk more about that later on. But anyway, my first son was coming along at this time, and I realized I needed to do something, right? So from there, I had to make a decision to get serious about trading, get some coaching, and get some coaching. And within 8 months, with actually doing that, I was making $8,000 a month, because you remember I said before, right? Don't let the self-doubt get into you. And make sure you're stepping forward every single day. Make sure you're moving forward towards where you want to go. Makes sense? And getting a mentor. So when I got some coaching, within 8 months, I was making $8,000, and then within 2 years, I went to $30,000 a month. And within that time frame, I've made as much as $80,000 in one single month. Now I don't say that to brag or impress you, because numbers is nothing to me, right? Money comes, money goes. But I'm just trying to show you where I actually came from, and where, for me to get out of that hole. And fortunately for me, I didn't go bankrupt. Fortunately for me, that I removed my cancer naturally, and fortunately for me now, I actually get to teach my kids, all my 3 kids, as they grow up, exactly how to trade these markets smartly, so they can start with a $5,000 or $10,000 trading account when they're like 15 years of age, and by the time they're 20, they have more money than most people do in their lifetime in their account. Make sense? And it only takes them a couple of hours a week to manage, and that's how simple it is. Really, as my kids grow up, they'll be able to teach you, and so you'll be able to see that in this training. So I'm really excited. So if you're a father, if you're a parent, or if you really want to look after your family as well too, then I commend you, because that's exactly what I'm doing for my kids as well too. So anyway, so basically from there, let me just go back to here. Let me do this. So from there, basically what happened is I started to get noticed from different, because my brokers actually started seeing how good I was doing, and then the Dale Beaumont, the author of this book, he asked me to be featured in this book, and I'll actually see if I can bring this. Actually, let me bring this up here. Let me show this here. This is actually the interview. I was featured in the best-selling book called The Secrets of Stock Market Trades Exposed, and this is the interview here. And I want to show you something here. So you can see this is it here. And you can see that this was actually published in 2007. So you can see exactly how many years I've been in the markets trading real money from the markets. And as you can see going down here, this is what I look like, when I was a bit younger. This is obviously going on close to 9 years now. But you can see here that I've gone through so many different jobs, it's not funny. From a landscape gardener to a car detailer to a salesman. But after experiencing trading, I would never look back. And you can see that this is it here. And if you want this, I can give this to you. You can read it. But you can see that this is the interview here, and I did really, really well, and obviously I lost a lot of money and stuff like that, but when I came back, you can see here, and actually my broker started talking to the guy, Dale Beaumont, who did this, and he goes, this guy's made turn a $22,000 trading account into $109,000, I think you should interview him. And that was the whole pinnacle of me getting in the book. So I was really happy with that achievement. But that doesn't mean much to. Or should I say, that's the reason why I'm showing you that is because, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that I'm a guy that's really gone into the trenches and come from nowhere. You know, I barely finished school. You know, I grew up in what we call a, you know, housing commission area with my family doing drugs and stuff like that. It was such a bad area. So then I realized, okay, now I've got a school. Let me start taking on a few private clients to help them. And the results started to become amazing. This is one of the testimonies here. It said, my son and I have done a few courses over the last year or so, but this course was mind-blowing. The information we learnt was simplistic yet essential. Remember I said simplistic, right? And straightforward. 2 days after doing the course, I made my first trade, made over 100%. Now, they're trading more of an advanced strategy, but I want to let you know that what you're going to learn right now is the basic strategy that really well, and you've got some advanced strategies as well too. So yeah, so you can see that. Let me take a drink here for a minute. All right, so I was so ecstatic. Both my son and I are very excited about our future. So a big thank you to you, John, for a life-changing experience. That was Rosemary and Dujong from west of Sydney. This is another one, trading one of the strategies. I pocketed $3,420 in the first hour of market trading. And back when the market was crashing in 2009, I said, okay, you know what? This is the worst time. 2008, 2009 was the worst time to be doing anything, right? Because the market is crashing. Everyone is losing their shit. I thought, right, I'm going to start doing a live trading room. And I ran that over for 15 months to 2 years. And as you can see, over the time, it generated an average of 33% return over 9 days as well too. And this is just the testimonial here that I've got from he said, hey John, thank you so much for your time and helping me become a professional trader that I've been striving to be. Your mentoring and leadership could not have come at a better stage for me in this journey. With your wisdom and insights plus price action reading, I've really started to connect the dots. It means the world to me and my family, and I cannot thank you enough. So a big tip to you. So the people that I'm impacting this is really helping you. As you can see, right, it's all based on keeping it simple. Keep it simple. There's none of these funky strategies and stuff like that and get rich quick schemes. No, it's real work and real results. And as you can see here, that Steve said I managed to double my trading back in the space of 1 week. Now he was again, he was trading some of the advanced strategies, but you can see what is actually possible. Now I'm not saying that you're going to double your bank account, your trading account and stuff like that. All right, so some of these traders do really well with it, and some of the traders that I do, you know, that they're a lot slower with it because they take their time. You know what I mean? But all I do say is, well, while I was actually teaching those, I was teaching them what we call the directional approach. Now, I'm really good at teaching strategies to help you pick the right direction and really help you have good trade management, good money management to really do well. So all those testimonials you just saw, you actually can see that I could do really well in the markets. But then I realized most traders actually struggle with picking the right direction. Most traders, it's really hard for them to read the charts. So what I did is I started to adopt a new strategy, and that's why for the last few years, probably the last 3 or 4 years, I've been taken to another level where I'm 10xing my income now, 10xing my income by using the Wealth Builder strategy, and that's what we're going to share with you today. And people have paid me as much as $20,000, or people do pay me $20,000 all the time for my coaching. And from this is where, with the Wealth Builder strategy you're about to learn today, this is where my freedom and income has gone to an all-time new high. And this is what I want for you. The reason I'm saying this right now, the reason I've just gone through my story, is because I want this from you. I don't want you sitting in front of your screen, you know, the 3, 4, 5, 6 hours per day, where you can trade literally as little as a couple of hours or even just an hour in the morning, literally in the morning, and go for the rest of the day, do what you want, and you don't care where the market goes. So you know the market's going to get volatile, right? You know the market's going to get more and more volatile. We know that, right? There's so many wars going on right now. Things are happening. You know the market's getting more and more volatile, and things are going to get really crazy in the markets. So trying to get the right direction, or trying to buy shares and your superannuation, stuff like that, we need to be a lot smarter with what we do, right? I do this with my super, so does my partner, and so on and so forth, right? And so that's what I want for you as well too. Now, imagine this. Imagine that you, from 12 months from now, you step up, you make a commitment, and you start to really master these strategies here. And you know, and it might take you 2 or 3 months to really get going, but imagine 12 months from now, you're making $5,000, $10,000 a month, and all you're doing is simply at the start of the week, which is the first day of the week, you're spending 2 to 4 hours in the live market, placing all your trades, putting all your trades on, and then spend the rest of the week spending time with family, going golf, looking after your health, so having freedom, like going on holidays, and and doing all that sort of stuff, and then coming back the next week to check on the trades. Now, that is possible because that's exactly what I do sometimes when I'm going on holidays. This is a photo of me taken from my recent platinum event, and I went and looked at the beach, and I was just so grateful and just so grateful to be in the place that I am right now. And so, and as you can see that, I was on the beach and I went on a holiday, and you can actually do that. Now, if you want to monitor it, it takes as maximum of 1 hour per day if you even want to trade the advanced style strategies. But this strategy you're going to learn today can literally be traded literally a couple of hours at the start of the week and left alone and check the next week. Why? Because you don't care where the market goes. It can crash 20% overnight. It can start to go through the roof 20% overnight. You don't care. So as I said before, there's top 3 secrets that we're going to get into right now. We're going to start getting into content. So get your pens, get your paper, get everything ready. I'm going to take a bit of a green drink right now, a bit of a drink. And we are going to start crushing this, guys, and absolutely just crushing it for you. So we're going to dive deep into these top 3 secrets right now. So secret number 1, I can generate more consistent income from trading 2 hours a week than most people do trading 4 hours a day without having to get the direction right. Now, let me actually explain how that works here. Now, let's actually step back here. How do most people trade the markets? Well, they either buy the market or short the market, right? So what happens if they buy? I mean, they go long. They might buy the Forex, they might buy shares, they might buy the futures. You know what I mean? Just simply buy the market, right? What happens if the market, if they buy the market? It goes up, they make money, but if it goes down, they lose money, right? So it means directional. Or they can short or sell the market and then buy it back later on. You know what I mean? You can short the Forex, you can short that. You can do a lot of sort of shorting strategy. Well, if the market goes down, you make money, but if the market goes up, you lose money. Make sense? So here's how most traders go with directional trading. Now, this is most traders here. They'll start with, say, a bank of $10,000, and they might do a little bit of trading. They might get it to 10,200, maybe even 10,500. Then they might have a little bit of a pullback to 10,300, 10,500. It's like, oh, look, I'm starting to make progress now. They're spending a couple of months now. You know, the couple of months, they're starting to get into the groove. They're now starting to do that. They start to make a lot of mistakes, and what happens? Boom. They lose almost half their account overnight. Has that happened to you before? If it hasn't happened, directional trading, then you know, then most traders actually go through that. I've had that happen to me numerous of times. So, and that's how most traders trade, right? And this actually generally is over a 2 to 3 month period. You know yourself, right? Trading, and then you might be, say, a $10,000 trading account, and you're 9,000 just trying to get back to break even, but then it goes down to 8,000 and 7,000, and before you know it, you're going, it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm losing all this money. I was doing so well, and the market went up, and all this money went up, and it started doing well, and boom, it went down. Well, this is how most people trade, right? Because they're trading what we call the directional approach. Now, what I do say is this. Is that if you enter a strategy, what I'm about to share with you is that you can enter the market, it can go down a lot or even up a lot, and you still can generate a really nice, good return, like a really nice, good return. We're talking even if the market drops 50% overnight, either direction, drops 50% or goes up 50%. If that happens, you're going to do really, really well. You're going to be really happy. So the more volatility, the better, and I'll talk more about that a bit later on. But that's how this strategy works. Now, let me actually talk about this here. How this all came about is I was actually looking at the Forex, I was looking at the futures, and I said, you know what, I want to be able to teach strategies that are really, really going to give you the advantage. You see, trading the Forex or even futures can lose a lot more than you put in. You know yourself, right? If you put $1,000 trade on Forex or even futures, you can lose 5,000, you can lose a lot more than you put in, right? But here's the thing, with options, when you're buying options, you can only lose what you put in and not more. So a $1,000 trade can only go to zero, not 200%, 300%, 500%, or even 500% or more loss, right? You can't actually lose any more than zero like the other markets. But here's the key. With options, you can make 500%, 1,000% and more. And this is the key to the strategy, all right? Just bear with me here for a minute. So let's actually just talk about some basics of understanding of options here, and we'll get into the strategy. If you understand options, just give me some minutes so I can teach the newbies about options. Now, there's 2 different types of options. Let's just keep it real simple, okay? With a put option gives you the right, but not the obligation to sell. That should say sell an underlying asset. And there's a call option. A call option gives you the right, but not the obligation to purchase an underlying asset. Now, there's 2 different types, as I said before. You can buy a call option, and if you buy a call option and the market goes up, well, then you're going to generate a return. But if the market goes down, you're going to lose money. Now, if you buy a put option, In the reverse, it's like shorting the market or selling the market. If the market goes down, you make money, but if it goes up, you're losing money. So as you can see, if you buy a call option, the market goes up, you make money, but if it goes down, you lose money. If you buy a put option and the market goes down, you make money, but lose money on the opposite side. But then that's what got me started thinking after spending years and years trying to put this strategy together. I thought, what if I actually started putting them together? And this is where the Wealth Builder strategy started. And I've spent tons and tons and tons of time perfecting and mastering this strategy for me to teach you this. So let's actually talk about this now. This is actually where the Wealth Builder strategy goes through. All right, so let me actually walk through an example of how this strategy works in detail. Now, let's just say, for example, we had a share at $20, okay? Now, what we would do is we would buy, say, a $25 call option, right? $25 call option. And we're going to spend, say, $1,000 on that call option, right? So let's just keep it real simple here, okay? We keep it real simple. We can go into the details a bit later on, but let's just keep it real simple here. So we have $25 call options, and we're going to spend $1,000. Now remember, call options, if the market goes up, you make money. If the market goes down, you lose money, all right? So that's where we buy a $15 put option. Again, we'll keep it real simple here, and we're going to spend $1,000. Each side needs to be the exact dollar figure for this to work, and you'll see how that works moving forward. All right, so here we have the $25 call options. We spend $1,000. And we spend $15 put options, and we spend $1,000. Now remember, if the market goes down, you can make money. But with the put option, if the market goes down, you can make money. If the market goes up, you lose money. So let's actually have a look at this in full detail here. Let's actually see how this works in absolute detail here. Now, let's have a look at this here. Let's have a look at the total cost. So the calls cost us $1,000. The puts cost us $1,000. So this total investment, TI stands for total investment. This total investment to this strategy is $2,000. Make sense? That's what it's cost you. And a little bit of brokerage as well too. So let's have a look at this here. Let's just say, for example, the market drops. And as you know, market's getting really volatile and crashes are happening all the time now. You know, just say the market drops 20%. And just say it doesn't, sometimes that can happen in a week. Just say that happens over 2 to 4 weeks, right? Just, can that happen? Yeah. Can it go up to 20%? Yeah, it can, right? We know the market's getting more and more volatile. That's the reason why it's so good to trade a strategy. But let's just say for this example, the market drops 20%, and that's over a 2 to 4 week period. Now let's go have a look at what the options are worth now. So remember, with the call option, you can see that the call options. Remember, the market's gone down, so the call options have gone down a lot as well too. So you lost 90% on your calls. Ooh. So your $1,000 is now only worth $100. Oh, you lost 90%. Is that bad? No, because look what happened to your put option. Your put option went by 200%. So now it's worth $3,000. And you didn't care where it goes. So let's have a look at this here. So the calls are only worth about $100 because they dropped by 90% because the market went down a lot. So you only can get about $100 back for them if you sold them today. But the put option is worth $3,000. Now, the total is $3,100. Now, remember, our total investment to the trade was $2,000. So, as you can see, and if we sold that option, we would sell the calls for what we could get. Remember, that's the reason why. Remember, the calls can only go to 0. They can't go below 0. But we can get 100%, 200%, 300%, 400%, 500%. Make sense? So now you create a strategy where you don't care where it goes. And within this time, and so over 2 to 4 week period, and now you've generated a $1,000 profit, $1,100 profit, which is a bit over 50% return over 2 to 4 week period, and you did not care where it goes. You can drop 20% if you want to. In fact, you wanted the drop. The further it goes, the more money you make. So you want the thing to move quickly. and are we likely to get knee-jerk reactions and big moves? 10% up, 20% down really quickly and all that sort of stuff? Yes, it's likely to happen, and it's likely to happen even more, all right? Especially if you do this on volatile stocks. We'll talk a bit more about that later on, all right? So yeah, this is a 55% return on investment, and you did not care where it goes, all right? Did not care where it went. So as you can see, right, if you're just buying the market and buying it and buying it and buying it, you're probably stressing. It's like, oh my goodness. But you put this trade on, and over the week, you can see how just slowly, and this is the reason why I call it the wealth builder strategy, because it's not you get in this minute and get out the next minute with a 50% return. You put it in, and sometimes with I've had trades like within a week, you're getting out now with a really good profit, right? So, and sometimes it takes a couple of weeks and sometimes a bit longer, right? But it's called a wealth builder strategy. It's there to really low risk. So if you have a retirement account or something like that and you want to look for a really low strategy, then this one here is a strategy that I recommend you really having a close look at. So we talked about here the second one that I can generate more consistent income from trading 2 hours a week. So we talked about the strategy here, okay? Then most people do with trading, say 4 hours a day. Now let's have a look at this here and let's actually see how I can trade, how I can make more trading 2 hours a week than most people do trading 4 hours a day. So as we said before, we looked at people that most people trade directional, and most people, what do? They make a little bit, but then they lose that, and they lose half their account, sometimes 3/4 of their account, right, over a 2 to 3 month period. That's what most traders actually experience, and you may have experienced that. So directional, $10,000 account went to $6,000. Now, my experiences with the wealth builder strategy have been really, really high win-loss ratio, as I said before, like over 100 trades and only 2 losses in total. So let's have a look at this here in full detail here. So the wealth builder strategy, let's just say over a 2 month period. Now I'm going to give you an example. I'm not telling you should do this, but I'm just showing hypothetically what could happen in the market. Let's say you had a $10,000 trading account, and trade number 1 you put $2,000, trade number 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of those you put $2,000. So you split your account into 5 different wealth builder trades. All right. Now I'm not saying you should do this, right? I'm just giving you an example of how this can stack up and how. Remember that you don't care where it goes. So it's much better way than trading directional. Now let's have a look at this here. Now trade number 1 became over 2 month period. Trade number 1 became a 50% return on investment. Trade number 2 got 20%. Trade number 3 only got about 10% return on investment. Trade number 4 got 100% return on investment. That thing moved real well. And now trade number 5, the market only moved a little bit, saying it made 5% return on your investment. But what is the total of that? The total here, if you calculate all this up, is $3,700. Now, remember, you had a bank of $10,000. Add the $3,700, your bank account now is at $13,700. Do you stop there? No. What do? You go back in the market, right? You go back in and do trades where you don't care where it goes. Now, remember, you're not going to get every trade right, but if you don't care where it goes, and the only way you can lose money in this strategy if it goes sideways, if you pick a volatile stock, what's the chances of that stock going sideways for 5, 6, 7 months, right? It's not likely to happen. That's the reason why this is so low risk. But as you can see, the returns can be enormous, amazing, right? So let's actually talk about this here. So we go back to the market, we say, okay, cool, let's actually do it again. So we put trade number 1 on, $2,000, and over that month, that turned into a 40% return. Trade number 2 turned into a 20% return. Trade number 3 turned into a 50% return. But trade number 4 was now a loss of 20%. So we had one lose there. That stock actually did go sideways, and we cut our losses, and we lost 20%. So that's actually a good thing about this, is that you can actually have what we call smaller losses and bigger wins with this strategy as well too. So let's have a look at this in full detail. Now again, this is a hypothetical example, but this actually can happen, and it has actually happened multiple times for me doing this as well too. So let's actually talk about this here in absolute full detail. The profit now, the new profit for this new month here came to $2,200. Now remember, we lost a little bit too, which is $400. Now let's have a look at this over here. We have a bank of $13,700. We add an extra profit of $2,200, which equals $15,900, as you can see. But then also we had a loss of $1,400. So total is $15,500. Now that's over a 50% return, on your account over a 3 month period. Now, can you do more than that? Yes. Is that guaranteed? No. Sometimes you might go through 1 or 2 months where the market doesn't move nothing, and you need to give the trade a bit more time. That's okay, right? That's okay. You've actually got that time allowed in the strategy as well too. But as you can see, right, you can see by actually trading this way, that I can actually, and I remember it takes me probably 2 to 4 hours at the start of the week trading this, putting these on, and now the next week I can go check it. So as you can see, this is how I can make more money trading this style, trading 2 to 4 hours per week at the start of the week than most people can trade 4 hours per day, because trading directional. As you can see right now, again, this is a hypothetical example. I'm not saying you're going to do this. Now, have I done a lot better than this? Yes. Within 1 month, I did 100% return on my account, because the market was, when the market really moves, and are we likely to get more move in the markets? We are, right? Are we likely to get more volatile in the markets? Yes. So when the market really moves, you can generate really, really well, right? And I've done really, really well myself out of this, and it's my #1 strategy moving forward. All right, I'm so excited. I'm losing my voice here. I'll take a drink there. Are you excited? All right, so am I. I love it. I love it. All right, so we walk through the top 3 secrets. Okay, so top 3 secrets. We walk through how I can generate more consistent income trading 2 hours a week than most people do trading 4 hours a day, and you can see how that works, right? So again, without picking the right direction. Now we're going to talk about how the more volatility the markets are, the more money you can make, and then we're going to talk about how the less I put on a trade, the more money I can make as well too. So let's actually talk about this here. Oh, excuse me. The more volatile the markets are, the more money I can make. Now, as you can see, right, most people, especially trading directional, meaning they have to get the direction right. What actually happens? Oh, excuse me. What actually happens? What actually happens? They hate volatility, right? They don't want the market swinging up and down radically, right? Well, we love it, and here's the reason why. Let's just say, for example, we did this wealth builder strategy where we actually want the market to move quickly, right? And let's just say, for example, the market was trading up the top here. You can see up the top here where we are right now. And let me see if I can bring up some drawing tools or something here. All right, here we go, cool. All right, so let's just say, for example, we're at the top up here, all right? And we're at the top up here, and you did the wealth builder strategy up here. And you get into the market, right? You get into the market, it's like, oh crap, the market dropped 15%. As this market's dropping 15%, and as you can see, this big steepness of this move, and this is a daily chart. So this happened over probably a week and a half. Well, you probably could get out of that if you got in up here. You probably could get out of that for about a 30% return overall, maybe even a 40% return for the trade. And you didn't care where it goes, right? And as you can see, the market went back up there, 14% rise, 12% drop, 16% rise, and 11% drop. So as you can see, the markets, and as you know, a lot of stocks are getting like this now. They're whipping around and there's a lot of volatility, and picking the right direction is hard. That's the reason why you need to be smart. But with the wealth builder strategy, you don't care where it goes. You actually want the volatility, because when the market does move, the more it moves, the more money you're likely to make. Or no, the more money you do make. That's what you want, right? So as you can see, the more volatility in the market, as you can see, this is just one stock I picked. There's hundreds of stocks out there, right, that actually do this. We're getting very volatility, and this is how it works. Make sense? So we actually talked about how the more volatility in the markets, the more volatility in the markets are, the more money I can make. Let's actually talk about here, the less I trade, the more money I make. Now, as I said here, the less I trade, the more money I make. Now, let's actually go back to here for a minute. Let's actually talk about this here. We went through this hypothetical example of what you could do, and and the percent returns. Some of them are really high wins, and some of them are really low losses as well. Some of them are really high wins, and some of them are low wins. But let me ask you a question. If you just say put on 2 trades, right? You're gonna say, this is awesome, John. Don't have to pick the right direction. I'm gonna put on 2 trades, 50% of my return on my account, which might sound crazy, but a lot of people do that, right? A lot of people do that. So let's actually talk about this here. Now remember, I'm talking about here if you put on, say, 50% on your account, or even more on per trade. Let's just say you did that on 2 trades. Now, what does Murphy's Law tell you? Murphy's Law tells you that if you put on just, say, 2 trades, you're likely to get the 5% trade, right? And the 10% trade. You know yourself, right? That's Murphy's Law, right? So this is 20% of your account moving there, okay? And I'm not saying you should trade that. You can actually break this down even to smaller trades and have more trades going on. But as you can see, right, if you only trade, say, 50% because it's such a good strategy, Murphy's Law tells you you're only likely to get on this. So over a 2 month period, you only generate a 15% return overall, right? A 10% return, a 5% return. But if you put all these trades on, not knowing which one's going to be the best trade, and just put all these trades on, that's what I like to do, put all the trades on, then as you can see that if you actually put on a smaller position, but have multiple positions like this, and this. Now, I'm not saying trade 20% of your account. You can if you want to. Now, I personally like to trade around 5% of my account per trade. 5% of my account goes on per trade, and I like to have multiple of these things going at once. Why? Because after, say, a month or 2, one's going to be break even, another one's going to be, say, 50%, another one's going to be 100%, next one's going to be 20%. I'm going to have a 5% win as well too. Next one might be, say, a small loss, maybe a 10% loss. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and that's what happens. So if you break your account up into 5% positions, not every one of those is going to be a losing position, right? The market just has to go and just go sideways for a long time for that to happen, right? So the point here is that if you trade less and you put on less trade, you put on less money, but have multiple positions going on, you're actually setting yourself up for more success. Because once again, remember, right, if you put on, say, 50% per position or 40% per position, and you put on, say, 2 or 3 trades, Murphy's Law says, guess what? You're going to get the 20 to 10% and the 5%. And these other ones that you couldn't put on because you put on too much money per trade, you missed out on those. So put on less money per trade, 5% of your account, less money per trade. And then what you do is when you do that, then the return's a lot higher because, as I said before, and the fact of the matter is, guys, is that this, say, 100% return, that could actually happen in a week, right? That may happen over 2 or 3 or 4 months. You know what I mean? So over a 2-month period, this first trade here, 50% return, that may have happened in a week. This 20% trade, that may have happened in 2 weeks. This 100% return, that may have happened in 4 weeks. This this 10% return, because the market didn't really do much, but it started moving in the second month. This may have taken 6 weeks, and this one here may have taken, you don't know, maybe say 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Because the main market went sideways, and for the trade to start moving, it may have taken that. So the point I'm trying to say is that you don't know which trade you'll be able to get out early, and then guess what? Then reinvest that back into another wealth builder strategy. You making sense right now? So you put on small positions, you put on a lot of these trades, but small of your account on all these trades, and some of them are going to take longer, some of them are going to take shorter time, and you can just keep rolling out. If this one makes 50%, you put $2,000 there. Guess what? You get your 3K back over here. You get that while these trades are still running. You put this back into another wealth builder strategy, and guess what happens to your account? Your account starts to do this. Up, up, and up, and up. Because that's what's happened to my account, and it's so incredible. Are you enjoying this? Are you liking this? Can you see how this works for you? Are you really excited about this? Are you actually really looking forward to start putting this into your own trading? Now, I'm glad you're excited. I am too, right? I'm really excited. I'm glad you're excited. And I know that this can really work for you. But don't trade until you know the fuller details, right? Because you can actually place out the wrong time and all that sort of stuff. So there is finer details that you need about this. Now, let me actually tell you a story about a girl named Lou. What happened with Lou is she came to me a while ago and she said, John, I've been trading for 7 years. I've traded the Forex market. I've traded the futures market. I've traded a lot of different markets out there, and I'm about to give up. And I said, Lou, come to me. I have one spot left open for my 12-month coaching program. Why don't you join that? Give me 12 months with you and I'll be able to turn you around. She said, oh, I'm not sure. I said, what's your overall goal? And she said to me, John, my overall goal is actually I want to buy a houseboat and homeschool my child. I'm like, oh, okay then. And she goes, but I can't do that right now because I'm not making any money from my trading. I need to do that. And I said, okay then, cool. So she started, and the first 2 months was very slow to her. She was doing it, and it took a bit of time for her to get on. And if you don't understand options, that's okay, because this is a really good story. Lou, she didn't understand options. So it took her a good couple of months for her to fully understand the strategies and get it. But after a couple of months, she really started moving forward. 6 months into it, she was making consistent income. 12 months into it, she said, John, I'm so glad to tell you this, but now I've just sold everything up and I've just bought this houseboat. And this is the houseboat that she showed me that she just bought. And she's absolutely loving it. She just goes, I don't know where she is right now. She's probably sailing somewhere. So I'm so blessed and so grateful now to be able to teach you these sort of stuff. You see, you're here right now. You're watching this right now, and you know that this is the path to help you become a really good trader. Now, I know that you probably have some questions about a long-term successful trader. You probably have questions like, what options, what time frames, expiration date, exit time, all the details to giving you the best chance of creating a regular income out of the wealth builder strategy. How do I find the best stocks for the highest probability? How many trades should I put on at one time? What percentage of my account should I put on at one per trade? What to do to take your 50% return and turn it into a 500% return, or even a potential 1,000% return on investment, risk-free. All right, now I'm talking risk-free. So you saw that trade, you saw those trades there, right? Where you saw back there where I went through all the trades and some of them turned a 50% return. Well, I have an advanced style of that trading where you can actually get the trade on, still get out of the position, get all your money back, your investment back, get profit back, and still have a position open when now it's 100% risk-free, and now that position has the potential to go to 500 to 1,000% return, and there is zero risk to you. And now it might sound like it's up there, but guess what, guys? This is how you really 10x your results, okay? As you can see, what are the best practices and mindset that the millionaire traders use every day? How do I set up my trading so I can enjoy my great lifestyle? And what should I focus on the day to day? And I know you have a lot of different questions, and these are important. These are all important questions that you have, right? So I'm willing to give you a free coaching call with me personally to share with you what it really takes in the markets. So here's how it works. Do you remember where I said with you that we can work together? You see, I said before, like I said that we can work together. Now I'll tell you more about it briefly, and then I'll tell you more about that briefly. But then there's some more stuff I want to teach you about what it takes to become a successful trader. Would you like me to teach you that? Would you like me to teach you some more stuff about becoming a successful trader? Would you like me to maybe even teach you some success principles of getting ahead of the markets, no matter what trading strategy you trade? Would you like me to teach you that? All right, awesome, fantastic, awesome. Now, if you're excited about this as much as I am, you're going to absolutely love the coaching program as well. So, now, but all I say is this. First of all, about the coaching program, you can't buy this from me today. I want to talk to you personally to make sure we're a good fit. You can apply to work with me by clicking on there's a button just below this video. You can apply and you can actually talk to me and see and to see how and see if this is actually for you. Now, once you fill out the application form, I'll call you and ask you a few questions to see if you're a good fit to be working with me, because I only can work with 5 clients maximum, because this is a 12-month long coaching program. Now, 2 things are likely to happen. Number 1, we say we're a good fit, and then I'll start with you straight away, access to the membership, secret group, first coaching call, straight on, let's move you into it, okay? Now, option number 2 is that you're not a good fit for me, and I'll give you my millionaire 2-hour interview. No, I did an interview with my 2-hour, I did a 2-hour interview with my millionaire mentor, and I'll actually give you that as a way of saying thank you for your time, okay? And as I said before, and that's the reason why I've designed the Super Trader for Life program, to really help you forward, okay? This walks you through the very process that helps you make massive progress every day by following a detailed process steps over the next 12 months. This helps you trade with confidence with every single trade. The Super Ninja chart reading tool, so no matter what the market is doing, you know exactly what's going on. Help you trade systems that will never change, that have been my most powerful trading systems on the planet. Understand the mindset of a millionaire trader. All this while having me as your coach there every single month for 12 months, holding your hand and making sure you're doing the right things to stay on the path. So if you finally want to get serious about trading, if you're wanting to be able to trade the market with confidence with every trade, if you're looking to start trading with very little risk, if you're looking to have me as your coach who trades every day, hold your hand every month to help you with your mistakes and help you stay on path, and if you want a blueprint and systems that profit like crazy, then this is specifically for you. So if you've been trading the markets for a while, then this will definitely help you increase your success rate and profit per trade. You see, if you're new to trading, then this will help you get on the right path, and I'll give you a proven blueprint to follow that has been working for the last 8 years, actually close to 10 years now, should I say, and giving me over 90% success rate, which in turn gives me a very nice monthly income, all with only trading 1 hour per day. And that's even trading some of the advanced strategies I have as well too. But as you know, I only can take on 5 people's max. So click on the button below right now, fill out the application form, and it's a first come, first serve. And I'll call you to see if we're a good fit to work with each other over the next 12 months. But as I said before, I want to teach you some more stuff. So are you ready for me to teach you some more stuff? Are you ready for it? Are you excited? All right, awesome. Do you love this sort of strategy? Awesome. Can you see how this is going to work for you? All right. Just imagine you starting to trade this strategy, and you're starting to see your account grow from wherever it is, 10,000 to 15,000 or 20,000. If you've got a $100,000 trading account, trading to 50,000 to 200,000, you know, and having this sort of strategy where you're very, very low risk, okay? I'm not saying you're going to do that, but the potential is there, okay? So let me actually teach you some more. Let me actually teach you some 3 success principles, some 3 success key principles that's going to really help you in the market. Let me grab another drink here. As you can see, like, I'm mumbling on my words here. I'm so excited. All right. All right, cool. Let's actually get into now the 3 success principles. Firstly, the success principle is model what works. Don't go out there and try to reinvent the wheel, or try to trade directional, or try to do all that sort of stuff when you know that it's the most hardest form. It's the most hardest form of trading out there to actually help you get ahead of the market. You know that, right? You know, trading directional is really, really, really difficult. Make sense? Now, number 2. Keep it simple, stupid. You know yourself, right? Kiss, you've probably heard this so many times. Now, as you probably know that the simplest path is often the best path. Yes, if you know a lot about options, you can be trading the butterflies and the spreads and the iron condors and selling naked. For me, I'm not into any of those because that's where options really get risky. But I'm teaching you how to have a low risk strategy, keeping it simple strategy. And the more simpler my strategy became, the more profits went up. So keep it simple, okay? Number 3, take this seriously. Commit to learning everything you can about generating a regular income from trading and implement what you've learned, especially what you've learned today. I promise you, when you implement what you learned today and you really implement all the details you can learn in the coaching program, you can really start to move forward. And committing means investing in yourself and spending time getting better each day. Okay, so as you can see, that is the 3 success principles. See, look, I know that there's a big problem out there right now with generating income in the markets and trying to get the direction right. I know that, all right? That's the reason why I'm not here to teach you that. Now, yes, I can teach you really advanced strategies, and you will also learn some advanced directional trading strategies that absolutely crash the markets, right? But I want to get you on the right foot with some low risk, high probability strategies that get you moving forward on the right path. Are you excited? Are you ready for this? Are you ready to get on the right path? Are you ready to start moving forward? All right, awesome. Awesome. All right. I love this. Is this making sense, guys? All right. Awesome. All right. And as I said before, that, you know, trying to get the right direction is the most hardest way. And it's only going to get worse. You know, the volatility in the market's going to get worse. The movement in the market's going to get worse. But it doesn't have to be that way. See, together we can help you master the art of trading for income and wealth building. I can help you master the art of picking the right stocks to trade both for income and wealth building. I can help you get that rock solid confidence that will work for the rest of your life. I can help you trade the advanced strategies of what you learned today that potentially could generate an extra 500% up to 1,000% return on investment per trade. And again, that's risk free, because how that works is just really simple. You're gonna absolutely love it, right? So how that works is that you get into the market, you get your when the trade starts getting profit, you get all your investment back, you get most of your profit back, you leave a little bit in there, and guess what happens? And now it's risk free. And I've done that many times, and I'm telling you, when you start to get your money back and you've made a 30% profit and you've left a little bit in there, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. When you left a little bit in there, and before you know it, you actually watch it over 2 or 3 months, that thing's gone to 300%, 400%, 500%. Oh my goodness, it's such an incredible thing, and it's risk free, right? It's risk free. I love it. What's the worst thing that can happen? You make money, or you make money. That's in that case scenario anyway. Okay. Together we can, or I can help you learn and adapt the mindset of a millionaire trader, or how they use their mindset, and I can help you know exactly what the market is doing, so there's no confusion at all. But as I said before, that this training right now, as you can see, that this training is absolutely jam-packed, but I only can take on 5 private clients because it's me and you for full 12 months. So click on the link below right now, fill out the application form and see if this is right for you, and I'll call you to see if this is right for you. So let's actually get into the nuts and bolts of what the coaching program is all about. Are you excited? Are you excited? Can you see how this strategy can really help you move forward with your retirement account, with your trading account? All right, awesome. So here's what you get in the Super Trader for Life coaching program, or the Super Trader for Life program. Now, the Super Trader for Life program, the first bit here is what we call the membership. Okay, so the membership is all about teaching you exactly what to do. Module number 1 is laying the foundation. Module number 2, chart reading strategies. Module number 3, getting ready to trade. Module number 4, trading systems. Module number 5, mindset, or mastering the mindset. Module number 6 is group training. All right. I'm so excited about this, guys. I can't wait for you guys to, the success stories I'm seeing right now. You know, guys, this is so exciting. I have one guy. His name's Neville. He's from Perth. He's been trading me for the last 12 months as well to this strategy. And he said he's only had one loss out of dozens and dozens and dozens of trading this. And he said, John, this is the #1 strategy where it was the less riskiest, it was the less stressful, I could sleep at night, and he made the most money. So he's just loving this strategy. So what he does is he trades 90% of his account. He splits it up into different wealth builder strategies. And then 10% of his account he trades as other directional trading strategies that I teach you, and amazing, right? But you know, there's so many success stories out there. And he just came to me recently. Neville just came to me because I recently did my platinum event, and he came to me and said, John, I've only had one loss, and my account is now up over the last 6 months, only 6 months, 54%. over 6 months. And now he wasn't taking a lot of trades anyway. He only took a couple of dozen trades, probably about 25 trades in total overall, and his account is up 54%. How amazing is that? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine having an accountant over 6 months growing at 54%? You know what I mean? What happens over that case? Now, I'm not going to say that's going to happen for you. That I've doubled that in the space of a month, right? But I'm going to teach you how to do that moving forward. But the thing is, I'm so excited. Anyway, let's actually get back into the program right now. Let me actually teach you exactly what's in the program. All right, get a drink here. All right, cool. So laying the foundation. What module number 1, laying the foundation, is me and you are going to map out your own blueprint to your overall income goals. The important steps to building a rock solid foundation to your success. Emotional mastery. Learn how to read what emotions are showing up and how to use them to become a much better trader. The biggest mistakes that most traders make, so that when these situations come up, you don't have to make these mistakes. This could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. It actually has for me. All of this needs to be done. All of this needs to be done before any trading. If you get this right, then you set yourself up for huge growth. But fail to understand the mistakes and the emotional mastery, you surely set down the wrong path. This is the biggest reason most traders suck at any trading, and by learning this, you're putting yourself at the top 1% of the people that start to trade the markets, okay? How to approach the market every time to ensure you're in the right mindset. How to have the millionaire's lifestyle without actually having been one. This is incredible, right? Like, most people think I've got to have a millionaire's lifestyle to have an incredible lifestyle. It's actually not true. I'm going to show you exactly how to plan that for probably a quarter of that for an incredible lifestyle, right? The URS. See, we're all busy, right? We are all busy. We have a lot of busy here. And we're all really busy. But it's important to know how to maximize your time. So every time we are making massive progress on this, we're actually working on things that actually matter to us. Making progress, not just being busy, but being busy making progress. And you're also going to learn the health and energy strategies that allows you to really take this new journey on and enjoy it. Now, remember I said before about my cancer, right? I learned some amazing health and weight loss and maintaining strategies that I'm going to help you, especially when it comes to your energy. I'm going to help you with that so you can actually have high energy, right? So anyway, let's continue here. Module number 2 is about chart reading strategies. You'll learn the 17 basic but very important chart reading strategies. You'll learn the most important type of bar you need to enter on if you're trading a directional approach. This alone has helped me achieve massive high success for a directional approach. How to read the intraday, daily, and weekly charts together to really make sure you're entering and exiting at the right time, again, with the advanced strategies there, okay? You'll learn my number 1 indicator I use to help me pick awesome turning points in the market. It's free on all platforms. One of the single most important indicators you need on any entry that will boost your success rate through the roof. And also going to learn my 5 advanced chart reading strategies to really give you the edge when reading the market or looking to enter the market. Are you excited? Are you excited? Awesome. Can you see how this is going to work for you? Can you see how this is building up, right? We've got module number 1, we've got module number 2. Let's continue here. Module number 2, how to pick a market that is about to make a big move and profit from that. Understand who's in control right now. Just because we have a downtrend does not mean the buyers are likely to show strength. You're going to learn exactly what I'm talking about here. You're going to learn the powerful reversal pattern. This will show you when the market you're trading is likely to shift from an uptrend to a downtrend, or a downtrend to an uptrend. If you are long-term buy and hold and looking for some awesome entries in the markets, then this is exactly what you need to do to see exactly when the market's likely to reverse, okay? This is awesome for that, okay? Charting boundaries, how to know whether the trade you're getting in is likely to struggle or it's likely to have a lot of room to run for a nice profit, okay? So this one thing here cut at least half my losses because I was no longer getting into bad trades, okay? Now, the thing is that charting boundaries is truly incredible. You're going to be able to see all that and so much more here. There is so many more powerful tools here because the better you can read the charts, the better trader you will become, right? Because as you know, right, even with the Wealth Builder strategy, you need to be able to get at the right time of any particular stock, because if you get into a stock that's likely to go sideways, well then, then it's not good, right? So I show you exactly how to read that. So you can pick a stock that's likely to make a big move, so you can be in and out with a little as say 1 week. Awesome. All right, anyway. Let's actually talk about this here. Module number 3 is about getting you ready to trade. You'll learn the most important steps you must follow before trading. Once I did this one step, it put me in the money making category into the markets. You're going to learn the important trade and money management rules you must follow to lower your risk as much as possible, plus managing your trades as much as possible for the maximum profit you can. All right, so You're going to learn also trade management. This skill alone has added tens of thousands of dollars to my bottom line in the last few months alone. Get this right and you'll know exactly how to really maximize your profit in every single trade. How to set up your charts properly to ensure there's no confusion when trading. How to look for, place and manage all your trades within an hour per day, and all the millionaire secrets that will make a massive difference to your overall trading. Module number 4 is about trading systems. You'll learn the exact steps to finding and placing the wealth builder trades. So as you can see, right, with the wealth builder trades, I teach you everything: what sort of options to buy, what sort of time frame, all that sort of stuff. You learn everything ins and outs. You also learn the advanced version of the wealth builder, where just by adding one extra step could bring you in could potentially bring you in 1,000% profit, more profit. Risk-free. As I said before, it's completely risk-free once the trade gets into it. Now, every trade you get into is not going to be a risk-free trade. Let's make that clear, right? But when the trade starts to move in the right move, once the actual trade just starts to move, you can set your trade up to where you can get out, make a good profit, and still actually generate a really good return. So you'll learn 2 of my top income systems that have been the best income systems I've been using for the last 8 years. These trades last for the last 2 to 5 days. So you've got the wealth builder strategies, where it's nice, safe. It's a nice sort of safe. You don't care where it goes. And if you want to start trading what we call the income systems, where it's more of a directional approach, but it's a low risk, high probability. Again, I've been trading this system for the last 8 years. I'll teach that as well too. Okay. And I said these trades generally last between 2 and 5 days. Plus, you'll learn the advanced version of the income setup, as I said before, where you can generate 1,000% profit or more, 100% risk-free. And this is how you make 100%. This is how you make massive progress, right? If you're sick to death of being in the markets and trying to move forward in the markets, but you're very, very nervous about getting ahead in the markets, and you're not sure, or should I buy this stock, or should I get in this trade, or I'm not sure, I'm a bit nervous. Well, guess what? The wealth builder strategy, get in, you don't care. You want to go down 20%, do that. You want to go up 20%, do that. Just don't go sideways for 7-8 months, which if you get into the right stock is we're talking like a 2% like probability it's going to happen. Make sense? And that's how you make massive progress. Module number 5 is all about mastering the mindset. This is a big area. So you know mindset is a huge factor to your overall success. The top 3 areas to focus on, you're going to learn why most people don't make it, the small changes you can make today that will make a massive difference, what I call the higher power mastery. Tapping into this has been the single greatest thing I've ever done to help me make consistent and be consistently profitable in the market. Also, you're going to learn my 3-part interview with my millionaire mentor. He turned a $5,000 trading account into $2.9 million in only 5 years time frame. 2.9 million in 5 years time frame. How incredible is that, right? So I drew it in for about 2 hours in total. You're gonna absolutely love that. Plus, from the same mentor, he's actually allowed me to put in some of his mindset courses, because I know it's really going to help you. So you're going to learn also something to think about, which is an 8-part video series showing you all the steps on what most traders are missing. You're gonna learn from my mentor as well too, what we call the Prosperity for Life. This is 8 hours, each going for an hour long. He walks you through all the key mindset strategies that he uses every day that helps him to make millions from the market. Get this right and your success will happen, okay? Module number 6 is all about group training. See, I'll be doing group trainings to share with you, say, market updates, what's happening in the markets right now, current trades that I'm in, extra support, and so much more. Make sense? So let's actually talk about this here. So with all that, so that's all of the education that you get, okay? But also you get monthly coaching from me. Every single month I'll be there on phone or Skype, holding your hand and walking you through everything. I take you through all the steps and all the stages from start right through the chart reading strategies, trading systems, money and trade management, advanced strategies, and helping you with your mistakes. Continue to get you on to making that massive progress. And this is for a full 12 months to really help you through all the wealth builder strategies, the income strategies, to really give you the best chance. So as you know, right, trading the directional, and I must say this, guys, all right, trading directional, as you know, right, it's actually, the advantage is against you, because as you know, it's actually hard to get the direction right. That's why by trading the wealth builder strategy, the advantage is on your side. As you can see, right, you don't care where it goes. You're sleeping at night, the market crashes, we have a flash crash again. Guess what? you actually generate really, if that happens, oh my god, hundreds and hundreds of % profit will be generated if that happens. So if that happens, then it might be really bad for a lot of people, but you'll be really benefiting from that. And as you know, I'm not taking advantage of people here, but what I am saying is that the market's likely to get worse and worse and worse and worse, right? Trade the market. So that's what this coaching is actually from me, helping you through that. Plus also I'm walking you through, holding you through every single stages for a full 12 months. See, I'm serious about helping you to achieve massive success. And that's why I'm there coaching you every month for a full 12 months. But because I'm coaching you every month, as I said before, I only can take on a few spots at one time. And that's why I've only opened up 5 spots in total, and it's a first come, first serve. So, as I said before, this is application only. So click on that link just below here. You're going to go over and fill the application format, and I will personally call you to see if we're a good fit. Do this right now, because as I said before, it's a first come, first serve. And after this presentation, I'll be giving you a call for the applications, and I'll be helping you move forward, okay? But it still gets even better, okay? I will be building a piece of software that will alert you of all the trades I'm about to do. Now let me ask you a question. Would you like to know the trades that I'm getting into, both for the income and both wealth building? I've been doing this for 10 years. What if I'm getting into a wealth building trade? Would you like to know the exact trade I got into, the exact stock, the exact setup, everything? Well, that's exactly what this will actually alert you of the trade that I'm about to enter, I'm about to trade. See, I will log into the software and I'll say, hey guys, I'm looking at XXX stock for XX strategy. So I'll say, hey guys, I'm looking at, for example, Google. I'm looking at Google stock for the wealth builder strategy. And I'll just quickly send that out so you guys can look at it as well too. Then what I'll do is that if I do place the trade, once I place that trade, I'll log into the software and I'll upload all the details and the charts on what I did and why I like the trade. You'll be able to see the charts, you'll be able to see the comment, you'll be able to see the exact trade I did. Then when I get out, I'll upload all the details, win, loss, and all the details, plus updates on the chart as well too. See, every time I upload a message or enter or exit a trade, you'll get notified. And I'm trying to get this on your desktop notification. Now we're building this right now, so over the next few months, that should be available, and that should be available for beta testers. So hopefully over the next month or so, that's going to be ready for you. You're going to beta test it, and again, it's going to be so incredible. So when you're trading the market live and the market's open, because we all trade the market at the exact same time, which is the last hour of the market, and I'll talk more about that a bit later on. But we all trade the market at the exact same time. And what I do is you'll be able to get notification of exactly what I'm looking at there. So that's the software there, getting you notified. And if I just like a stock, or if there's something I like, I'll quickly put in, hey guys, look at this, it looks awesome, send it to you. And that's me helping you with the education plus trades as well too. So let's actually recap here what you get. You get the 7 full super trader modules and training. You get the 12 months of monthly coaching, phone coaching with me personally. You get access to my trades and messaging software that I'm building right now. And as I said before, recap that it's only application only. It's only 5 spots. And you need to click on the button below, right this page, and fill out the application if you're real serious about making this next 12 months your 12 months that you really can push this. And if you really like what you've seen with the wealth builder strategy, you're going to absolutely love it when you find the details. And yeah, moving forward there with your retirement account or just for your income as well too, okay? I'll personally call you to see if you're a good fit. Now, as I said before, warning, there is only 5 spots. Now remember, there's only 5 spots, guys, because it's me and you, and I want to be able, and this is how I do it. I make 90% of my income, I'm sure 90% of my income comes from trading. From that, it gives me the freedom to go on holiday, spend time with my kids, family, friends, and really enjoy life, right? But the thing is, I spend a section of my time to really helping just a select few people that are serious to help them as well too, right? So I'm not after opening up a big course of thousands and thousands of people, because guess what? That's not going to serve you. What's going to serve you is the strategies plus my coaching, consistent coaching, detailed process over a 12-month process. Make sense? So go ahead and fill out the application now, because it's a first come, first serve. So who wants a mega bonus? Who wants a mega bonus? Do you like this? You want a mega bonus? Who likes mega bonuses? Me? You? All right, awesome. All right, now let's take all this. You're going to get a mega bonus. This is a 4-day in-house platinum event. You mean a select few high achievers live in a $1 million house on the water for 4 straight days. All the food is taken care of, just get there, right? And everything is taken care of. During the 4 days, I teach you everything in person about trading, and then I'm there watching you and helping you get better and better and better at picking and trading everything I share with you. Plus, I'll be doing some live trading right in front of you as well too. And this is generally at the end of each year, and I give you the date, and I'll give you the dates to the next one if you're accepted on that one there. Now, I normally do this. I normally do them around places. So, again, this is like a Millionaire Platinum event. So, you know, we're talking like on the Gold Coast, on the beach, or on the water, or, you know, recently I did one in Perth, just across the road from the beach. It's just truly incredible, right? So I'll let you know about that. But that's where you live in the same house. It's just a small, tight group. And as you can see, I can't take 20, 30 people, right? Each house can only fit, you know, 3 or 4 people, maybe 5 people maximum. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why you can see that. So recap. 7 full Super Trader modules. You get 12-month and monthly coaching calls, access to my trades and messaging software that I'm building, and the 4-day platinum event. Now, who wants a mega bonus? This is a special selection only bonus for the serious, committed people only. Hear me out here. I'm so excited about this. Over the next 12 months, I'm going to be picking a few traders, and I'm going to be giving them a $100,000 trading account, and we split the profits. So over the next 12 months, you and I work together, okay? So you and I work together, and if I can see that you're really sticking to the rules and you're really doing well, then you may be. There's no guarantees. I don't know who I'm going to pick yet, but you may be the person that gets a $100,000 trading account and split the profits. Now, let me ask you a question. Let's just say hypothetically that you generated, say only 100% return on your account per year. Now, I'm not saying you're going to do that, and that's actually a high number, and there's no guarantee to do that. But you saw what could happen in a few months, right? Let's just say you only did 50% return on the account over the 12 months. You all right? Let's run it right back to a very low risk, right? Now, I did 3, 4, 5 times that this year myself, but let's actually run it right back. So say you only did 50% on your account overall on $100,000. That's $50,000, right? $25,000 to me, $25,000 to you. What would that mean to you? What would an extra $25,000 mean to you? Would you be able to go on more holidays, maybe buy new clothes, maybe buy a new car? What would that mean to you? And that's actually the potential of this. And so I'm actually serious about helping you move forward. And so if you really work hard on this, then this might be for you. As I said before, there's no guarantees. Then you might have a $100,000 trading account then. And how bad do you want this? If you really do, then at the finish line, this could be a jump start you need. So at the end of the 12 months, if I can see you worked really hard and you've done everything I tell you to do, and basically if you simply just listen to me, then you're likely to be selected one of this, okay? So again, there's no guarantees, but you could be selected for one of that, okay? So let's actually recap here everything again. 7 full Super Trader module training, 12 months of monthly coaching calls for me, access to my trades and messaging software, the 4-day platinum event, plus also there's that selection only bonus as well too. So as I said before, recap is that there's only 5 spots, so click the application. I'm just looking at my other screen right now and I'm seeing that there's applications coming through right now. And for the people who've already filled out the application, I want to congratulate you. You're an action takers, and I love that, and I love working with action takers. So congratulations. So I'll personally call you soon. If you guys have already filled it out, I'll personally call you soon to see if we're a good fit on it, okay? So this is what I want to do is I actually want to show you what other private clients have actually said about my coaching program. All right, so there we have it. All right, there we have it. Cool. So let's actually talk about one more special bonus. You want more bonuses? You like bonuses? Are you enjoying this? Can you see how this is all this whole program is set up? Do you like how I actually can show you the trades that I'm in? Do you like how I'm actually holding your hand and coaching you every single month to make sure you stay on progress, keeping you accountable and all that sort of stuff? All right, cool. All right, you want more bonuses? All right, cool. Let's continue here. I have one more special bonus. This is the daily support from me group. Now, it's a basic daily support group. This is access to a secret private group. This is where you can talk with the other private traders. I do daily videos, market updates, watch lists of trades that I'm looking at that week, new trainings, mindset trainings, things that's on my mind that day, daily videos to give you that what we call that very support that you need, okay? And this is everything you need to become a really, really, really good trader. This is in there. As people, every single day I'm generally do a video. Maybe it's on my phone, I quickly upload it, or a chart or something like that. It's generally there to really help you, plus to communicate with all the other private traders as well too. So let's actually recap everything you're going to get here. 7 full Super Trader modules, 12 months monthly coaching as well too, access to the My Trades and messaging software, 4 days platinum event, selection only, private access to the secret group as well too. Application only 5 people, and it's actually probably only for the next 1 or 2 people because all the applications have come through. I can see that, that I know how many people have looked it out, and I can see that out of all these applications, I can probably maybe say probably 3 or 4 of them are probably going to be approved just by looking on the other screen here. So maybe 1 or 2 spots left. So it's a first come, first serve. All right, so let's actually talk about this here. Let's consider this hypothetically example. Let's just say you work hard today with me as your coach. And over the next 12 months, you make a huge progress and you make a consistent income. And let's just say you're only making, say, $2,000 per week on average. Okay, let's just say you're only making that. Now, you can make a lot more than that. I'm not going to guarantee that, but let's just say you're doing that. Okay, what does that mean to you? Now, you get up out of bed with the best feeling because you're about to go to work and fire your boss. Now, Donald Trump, you're fired. Well, you're going to do it to your boss. Right? Instead of you being scared of you being fired, you're now firing your boss. You walk out with your head high because you know you've done all the hard work with this amazing program. Now, yes, it is hard work, mentally challenging. Sometimes even, it's just mentally challenging, right? Sometimes. But if you work hard and you're committed, then the results can come. And you know that for the rest of your life, you're going to have that income and freedom to do what you want. Now, the question is, if you're not working anymore and you're only doing just a few hours per day trading, what will you do with your time? And what would you do with your time? What would you do with your time? Would you start to go to the gym? Would you start to look after your health? Would you start to spend more quality time with your partner? Would you work on your relationships? Would you work on spending time with your kids? See, once I got a coach and followed these strategies, that's exactly what happened to me. And again, now taking it with the Wealth Builder strategy, 10x my results. Truly incredible. So let's actually recap here. 7 full Super Trader modules, monthly coaching calls, access to my trades and messenger software, 4 days platinum event, selection only, private access to the secret group as well too. Total value is $55,000 in total. Now it's $55,000 if you actually bought these separately. Now you know that the program's not going to cost that much, okay? Now it's not a cheap program. It's not a cheap program. It's not going to cost you that. But even if it did cost you $55,000, let's actually think about this here. If all this did was help you generate an extra $5,000 per month for the rest of your life, would it be worth it? If all this did was allow you to fire your boss, would it be worth it? If all this did was to give you the freedom to spend time with your family, your friends, on your health, would it be worth it? And if all this did was to give you the balance in life, the income, wealth building, health, family, relationships, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? Would it be worth it to really commit to the next 12 months? Would it be worth it, say at the end of 12 months, you know what, let's move forward. At the end of 12 months, would it be worth it? Say, you know what, yes, I know this program's not cheap. It's not going to cost me just a few $100s. It's a cheap program. It's a coaching program. I know it's not cheap, but I'm willing to step up. I'm willing to move forward. And guess what? If you are that person, then if all this did at the end of 12 months give you that balance in life, the income from the wealth building strategies, working on your health and family relationships. See, I say on my website, a successful life is a balanced life. And that's exactly what I want to help you do, okay? I don't want you sitting in front of the screen for 4, 5, 6 hours per day, pulling your hair out because the market's going against you. I want you getting in the market and enjoying your time as well, okay? So let's actually recap here. You're going to get everything we talked about here, okay? Private access group, everything we talked about here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a Q&A section. But what I want you is, if you're really serious, I can see more applications coming through. I don't know who I'm going to approve and who I'm not. But if you want to be in the line for me to call you to potentially approve you, and see if there's a good fit for you, then this may be your last chance, because I can see as soon as I said that there's 1 or 2 spots, I had a flood of new applications come through. So I congratulate you for stepping up. I congratulate you for guys stepping up as well too. I can see that of the next 12 months with the guys that I do, for the guys that have filled out the applications, for the guys that we do work together, I can see the next 12 months is going to be super incredible. Is it going to be hard work? Yes. Is it going to require patience? Yes. Is it going to require where, you're absolutely disciplined? Yes. Is it going to require where you're going to have to work hard but be patient for results? Yes. Do you have to be a positive person for this? Yes. Do you have to be a person where you're willing to stick to this even when you're not seeing the results straight away? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Right? Now, if you are that yes person, where you're not going to let that self-belief stop you, then go ahead and fill out the application form right now. It's a first come, first serve basis. And all I do say, guys, is if you're too late with the application and If you're too late with the application, then I apologize. Maybe in 12 months time frame when I open up this again, you'll be able to see this again as well too. All right, so I'll be able to open this up and you may be able to apply for it then. No guarantees. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it next year, but as I said before, guys, no guarantees. But what I do say is that yeah, moving forward, that this is truly an incredible program, and I'm really happy to help you moving forward in a big way. Anyway, I'm so excited. I love this program. But what I love the most is how this program is set up to help you with the education, with the training, with the coaching, with the My Trades, with the Platinum Plan, everything here. This is a full-blown coaching program, and that's the reason why I need to take on 5 people only. Go fill out the application, and I will speak to you real soon. But in the meantime, guys, I'm going to also answer a few questions that I've been getting coming in, and then I'll answer a few questions. So let's get straight into it. All right. So let's see. Let me fix my microphone up here. All right, cool. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, guys. Let me get a drink of water. I'm really excited about what's to come, guys. All right, so I did promise you at the start of this presentation I was going to teach you the #1 technique that I learned from my millionaire mentor when it comes to helping you get ahead in the markets. And as you can see that I do this myself. I'm a full-time trader. I trade every single day. That's the reason why I can teach you, and I know what it's like to try to pick the right direction, and I can speak from experience from this, okay? Now, the #1 thing that I learned from my mentor that it really has helped me be consistent in the market is helping me having a daily ritual before I get into the market, or before I even look at the charts, having a daily ritual. So I look at the charts for about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half maximum in the morning, and that's it. That's all I need to do. And so what happens is this: before I enter the market, is I do like a meditating process. Now the thing is this: is that the more you can calm yourself down with all the noises in your head, the better decisions you're going to make. Makes sense, right? And meditating can do that. Meditating actually does do that. So what I mean by that is just think grateful thoughts. So, and it may be very hard for you at the start, but what I do is this: I close my eyes and I just think for a couple of minutes all the things I'm grateful for, and I spot all the things I'm grateful for. I say I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. And then what I do is I really force my brain to start picture the setup, exactly what I'm trying to see on the charts. So there's a chart formation that I get you to trade. That's a really high probability formation. That's going to help them it's going to help you be really successful with the wealth builder strategy. That you start to visualize their setups, and when you visualize them, 2 things are happening. 1, you're likely to see their setups, and 2, you're calming yourself down before you enter the trade. Now, if you haven't tried this, if you try this and your mind, a thought comes banging in every 3 seconds later, that's okay. Just give it time, right? If you do it for 30 days straight and just keep acknowledging that in the brain, pushing away, and then bringing back and moving over, what you're trying to see again. You're being grateful. You're pitching these setups, and just breathe and just relax your body, calm it down, and get you into a nice centered, relaxed state, and then go through your charts, look for the setups, and you're likely to make much better decisions there. So let's actually go through some questions here. All right, John, how much do you need? How much do you need to start trading with this strategy? I would say, what I do say is I generally get everyone to start with a minimum of $5,000 in their trading account. $5,000. You start to trade this on a small scale, and then once you've built that account up from 5,000 to say 7,000, then you earn the right to put money in. So even if you can put more money in, you start with that. So, but I'm not saying you're going to have a $5,000 trading account and that's going to help you become a full-time trader. Obviously, you need a little bit more money in the account, all right? But that's going to be a starting point for you. That's where you will start. And you will start to move forward from there, okay? What market do I trade these options trading strategies on? Well, firstly, as you know, if you're going to trade the butterflies, the on-condors, the spreads, the debit spreads, credit spreads, Christmas trees, selling naked, all that sort of stuff, that's where the risk is in options, okay? So with the risk with options, that's where it is. But if you trade these sort of strategies, then that's where the very low risk is at. Now, the second thing to the answer is what sort of market? I trade the US market. Why? Because I'm here in Australia, all right, down under in Sydney. And so what I do say is I like to trade the last hour of the day, which is first thing in the morning for me. I get up early in the morning, I trade the last hour of the day, and then it sort of sets me off into what I actually do. So again, US market, because it's got over 1,000 stocks that I can trade, and then also what I can do is it also helps me set up a balanced life where I trade in the morning. And as I said before, like I'm all about having a balanced, what we call a balanced super trader. Yes, you can set your life up so you're only trading 1 hour per day in the first thing in the morning, right? It's important, you can do that. And the rest of the day, you focus on other important things like family, health, your other hobbies, things you love to do, and this will give you the balance and centered life. Make sense? So that's important there. Let's actually talk about this here. Let's say John, how did this whole process come about? When you first started trading, you were trading directional, but now you've changed your approach. Why is this? Okay, cool. Yes. Well, this is all about total health and energy as well too. That's what this whole thing came about. See, back in 2009, I was trading some days 20 hours a day with the directional approach, and I got cancer from it. And it was from this that I decided to set up my life so I could still make that income from trading, and also look after my health as well too. So from this was born the process that allows me to trade an hour in the morning and have the time to look after my health and basically my health as well too. And that's what I want for you as well too. I want you to be able to have a balanced lifestyle so you can look after your health as well too. Make sense? Oh yeah, and just one last thing is that balanced lifestyle, it's all about having like more holidays too. And that's what this strategy has the potential to do. So you'll be able to go on more holidays because you'll be able to trade, say, the wealth builder strategy we talked about today, where you don't care where it goes and it just has to go somewhere, either up or down. It only takes a few hours at the start of the week to get in and manage. So it really allows you to have time with that, and all that sort of stuff as well too. Plus, it's also going to help you with the confidence as well too. You have a question here is that I'm not really confident with trading. Will this help me with my confidence? And the answer is yes. So I'll actually take you through a process that will 100% give you the confidence with these systems that will work for you. So you won't be putting a lot of money into this system straight away. In fact, you won't be putting any money in straight away. You're putting just you'll start the paper trades firstly to get it right, and then you start small with a small bank account, small trades, and then you work up from there. But I'm going to take you through a system with the 100% confidence that this will work for you in the long term. Okay. Okay, this is not a question, but more of a comment. John, I commend you at the start of this presentation. You said that you respect others for coming here and you like to give back. I respect that. Plus, also, I like the fact that you're teaching your kids as well too, and I hope I can do the same for my family as well too. Yeah, definitely. So this will help your family and friends. See, after you've mastered the art of trading and having that balanced life, you'll be able to do what I'm doing right now, which is my kids, is teaching them, showing them how to trade. So not only are you looking after yourself, but you're taking care of your kids' future as well too, right? And that's what I'm doing right now as well too. John, I'm sick to death of being a slave to the system, and I need to get committed. I need to get focused on a system for the next 12 months. I've been rushing around for the last 5 years, doing different systems and not getting anywhere, and I know I need to stay on this progress. I'm applying right now. Okay, awesome. Yes, with the slave to the system, guys, if you work hard at this, then one thing that you will feel, and you'll be able to feel amazing, that you never have to go to that job you ever hate again and be a slave to the system that is robbing you from true enjoyment. And all I do say is not only true enjoyment, but when you start trading an hour per day, and I said before, what are you going to do for the rest of the day? That's the reason why I do my coaching, because I actually love to do it. It actually gives me some things to do. Plus, I love teaching this to help you as well too. And I've got to be honest too, that I said 90% of my income comes from trading, doing the trading, and 10% comes from my other things such as coaching and all that sort of stuff as well too, which, and I do some other things with my health as well too. I'm very big on health, and this also helps me create multiple streams of income for myself. You know what I mean? So because you're in trading now in the morning, you have time to work on other hobbies. I do property investing as well too, other business interests that will help you create the multiple streams of income. And that's what I have found by taking my time. Now, I wouldn't say for the first 12 months focus on that. First 12 months, get this right now to the point where it's unconscious competence, where you're just naturally doing it. And then suddenly you'll start to move forward. Make sense? All right, awesome. Freedom, John. That's what I want, and that's what I can see with this system here. Yes. Well, that's one thing that I believe you can achieve, and you've seen from my images before. And if I actually let me go back through the slides, and I'll show you this one here. This one here is actually you can actually see this one here is actually a photo of me. And as I said before, that this here is a recent photo of me on the beach, watching the sun go down, thinking how grateful I am for the life I have, the health, the income, the freedom that I have. And it's truly amazing. It's my goal. It's truly my goal through this process for the next 12 months to set you up. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's going to take a lot of work. So if you're struggling right now, this may not be for you. You know what I mean? If you're struggling financially, if you only got like a few $100 to your name, this may not be you. Take what you've learned right now, and hopefully I can help you some other time. You know what I mean? But if you're seriously committed to stick to a 12-month process, and you're willing to stick at it no matter what, you're willing to face your fears, you're willing to push through those hard times, you're willing to step up with, and not listen to that sabotaging disbelief, and if you're willing to step up and really make this happen for you, and really put forward, then income and freedom, I know you can have it. As I said before, this is my goal through this whole coaching process, not just to give you an income system, help you make system from trading, is to help you get the energy as well too, the health and energy, help you have that balanced lifestyle. And that's where true fulfillment comes from, right? Not just for making money, but helping your friends and family, looking after your health, spending time with your friends and family, spending more time with your partner. That's where it's all out. Make sense? And once again, that is my hope and my goal for you moving forward. All right, cool. Let me go back down to this slide right here. All right, cool. All right, I think that's about it. I trade the US market. Yes, that's right. I trade the US market. Is there any more advanced style of strategies that you trade? Yes. So what you learn right now is the strategy. There's an advanced style of strategy to this that I teach you, as I said before, as an extra step to help you do really, really well in the markets. And I teach you an extra step with this wealth building strategy where, even when you get into the trade, I teach you a trade where if the market does move, if the market just moves up or down, your setup can get it. Your trade can get up to a setup where you can get your total investment back, plus you can get a good 20-30% profit, plus also you can leave a little bit in there, and I'll teach you exactly how to do this. Leave a little bit in there, so you've got all your money back that cost for the trade. You haven't got a profit out of it. You leave a little bit in there, and then that can potentially, which has happened for me, 300, 400, 500, 600% return over a couple of month period, risk-free. Risk-free. Why is it risk-free? Because if you put $2,000 into a trade and then you get back $1,400, you put $2,000 in, and then now you get back, say, $2,500. Well, guess what? Now you got back your $2,000 investment. You got back $500 profit, and if you've still got like a little bit of trade left in there, guess what? It's risk-free, right? Now what do you do with that $2,500? Remember, you put $2,000 into the trade. The whole trade, the market moved either up or down. Now the whole trade is now worth $2,500 in total. You would $2,500. Basically, just say that for example. You would basically leave a little bit in there. So you maybe take $2,000, get your investment back, get $400, leave a little bit in there, get your $2,000 back, get your $400 back, leave a little bit in there for it to run and do what it has to do. Now you get your $2,000 back, which is your own investment. You get your profit as well too, which is $400. You now get that money, go put into another trade, and as I said before, you leave a little bit in the trade for it to really maximize profit. Now there's two things that can happen with that little bit in that trade. Now firstly, when you get your investment back plus the profit, you go put that onto another trade, and that starts to build even more wealth for you. Make sense? Now, when you do get out of that trade, you leave a little bit in there, as I'll teach you to do. Then what can happen is there's two things going to happen. Either the market just simply goes sideways and nothing happens at that option, and you sell it later on for a lot less, but you still add that to your profit. So you're going to sell it you're going to add that to even more profit. Or the market really starts to move, and it really starts to do what it has to do, and those options really start to pick up, and now you're 3 to 4 or 5 month period, that option was risk-free and you didn't care about it, just let it go, is now worth an extra 4 or 5 or 600% return, even 500% return. Now let me ask you a question. What if you had a trade where you had, say, $1,000 in leftover, just a little bit in there leftover, $1,000, and you got 100% return? What's that? 200. What if you got 300% return? What is that? 300%, right? What about 500% return? Now your $1,000 trade is now bought in $500. What if it gets to 1,000% return? Can that happen? Sure it can. What if it gets to 2,000% return? If we get flash crashes or massive spikes in these stocks that we're doing these things on, guess what? The options go through the roof, and that's when you can really pick up some really good process. Make sense? So that's the one thing that I love, and that's the reason why, yes, that's the advanced style strategy that I get you. So I get you with the basics first, so you understand it, and then we build you up to that. So it's massive wealth building, okay? It's truly incredible. And then yes, then I also actually teach you some amazing directional trading systems that are really low risk. But I don't teach you that until after you've got money, making money first, okay? So we get you with the wealth builder system first. We get you on the basics first. We get you making money. Then we step it up to the advanced style wealth builder system, so you can get you making money plus making even more money risk-free by having the advanced style. And then from that income, we take a little bit of that and we put it into the directional stuff. So even if it doesn't work, then you're okay. Make sense? So you can keep doing the wealth builder stuff. But as I said before, the directional type of strategies that you're going to learn, I've been doing them for 8 years. For the last 4 years, I've been mastering the art of this wealth builder strategy, and especially in the last 12 months, over 100 trades, 2 losses in total, and hundreds of percent return on my entire bank this year just from this one strategy. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to do that. There's no guarantees I'm going to say that. I don't know what you're going to do, okay? I don't know how hard you're going to work this. I worked my butt off for this, and I'm going to work my butt off helping you. So if you work hard, you can do the same as well too. The potential's there, but I'm not going to guarantee that for you. Make sense? So let me actually see. Is there any more questions here? So yeah, so if you don't have much money to if you're only on a few $100s, then this may not be right for you. All right, cool. Looks like I've actually answered a lot of the questions there. If you do have any more questions, then click on that application form. If you are really keen but you're just not sure about a few things, click on the application form, go over there, fill out the application. There is a question that says, do you have any questions about the program? Put your questions in there, and then I'll be able to answer them when I call you up personally to see if you're a good fit for this program. And again, I can't guarantee there's going to be a spot, because over this time, obviously, I've been getting more and more applications, so I'll be going through them. So all I do say is all the 5 spots are definitely going to get filled up. And if you want to have the best chance of getting in, or if you want, well, I should say this is your last chance to actually get in, because I'm shutting it down after the next 20 minutes or so. I'm shutting down the application page because I can't accept any more applications. I mean, I can't get through them all, and I know I'm going to approve at least 5 of these guys, or 5 of these people that have actually applied for this. So go over there, do that right now. I'm so excited to help you this. Are you excited? Can you see yourself doing this? Just imagine you guys getting all this amazing strategies, having me there holding your hand every single week, every single month with the coaching calls. Every single week you can email me and I can help you with that as well too. You're going to access to my trades and message software. Imagine waking up and looking at the market and having like a little thing pop up saying, John's looking at this trade to do, or John just did this trade. You'll be able to see exactly what you do, and maybe even do the same trade if you want to as well too. Platinum event. Imagine you working really hard for the next 12 months, and at the end you actually have a $100,000 account as well too. And imagine being part of a secret group access, where there's a small group where you're getting daily secret access to this group and just having that. Imagine being part of this one small community that is just not after, or should I say, all it is just after is to help you move forward. We're not 1,000 people in this group. No, what it is, it's a small, tight group to help you move forward in a big way. Anyway, guys, if you have any more questions, this is your last chance. Go fill out the application. This is John Halhi. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.